about the snapper situation, talk to him about Carson Palmer, talk to him about the challenge going up against the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins head coach Joe Philbin is going to be on the program as well in his weekly spot, and talk to him about Ryan Tannehill's struggles, of course, in week number 1. Rich Gannon's film room coming up on the Jets offense. Mark Sanchez, Tim Tebow, you don't want to miss that. Our week 2 picks coming up at 1 Eastern time. As per usual, Richie Gannon, I gotta tell you, I am always excited for Thunder Thursday, but I'm even more excited than ever. In fact, dare I say, this is the single greatest Thunder Thursday in the history of Thunder Thursday, because we have football. For the rest of the year, we've got football, Rich Gannon, on Thursdays.
Well, I'm so excited, and it's going to be a great game tonight. Bears and Packers. We talked a little bit about this yesterday as we previewed it. The oldest rivalry in professional football, and when you think about these two teams, the Packers were humbled really on both sides of the ball by the Niners. The Bears got off to kind of a slow start, and then they found a way to put the Colts away in relative ease, 41-21, and they gained 428 yards. So I think the Bears come in with a lot of confidence here, as the Packers are really on both sides of the ball. Not as crisp and sharp offensively. Of course, I think their run defense was very disappointing to Mike McCarthy.
Absolutely, and let's be honest here, Jay Cutler goes into this one with a ton of confidence. The way Marshall played, the way Jeffrey played, the cadence that they had on offense I thought was outstanding in terms of balance and play selection, and Forte got going, and Bush got going, and Cutler certainly talking the talk. That is a super confident team going into Lambeau Field. Now, Rich, I don't want to say the Packers are not confident, but the last 2 times they've played football, they've lost. They've lost at home. I know Mike McCarthy told us on Tuesday he likes the fact that the team, after the loss to the Niners in week 1, is playing on a short week on a Thursday. Boy, I'd like to see, from a Green Bay perspective, I'd like to see him get on the scoreboard with Aaron Rodgers getting in a flow early, because I can't believe I'm saying this, but I just have to be honest with you, and I have to be honest with the audience. If Chicago comes out and ultimately starts chucking the ball around and jumps out to a 7-0 lead, a 10-0 lead, 10-3, maybe the Packers offense is stuck in the mud a little bit, some drops, some incomplete passes, I'm a little bit worried here about the Packers' confidence.
Well, you should be. Listen, this team has been a bit of a front runner when it comes to playing at home. They get out to these fast starts, they build up a big lead, and then this defense can pin their ears back and go after the quarterback and generate turnovers. And they had, a league high 38 takeaways last year, and that's really how they want to play. And think about the last 2 losses, that playoff loss at home to the Giants, and of course last week to the 49ers, they fell behind, and that's something that they're not accustomed to playing from behind. And I'm not suggesting that Aaron Rodgers and that offense can't function in that capacity. It's just that you go back and you look at last year, we talked about this last week, just 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And you go back all of last year, that's the total amount of time that the Packers played from behind at home. So, they're used to getting out the fast starts. I think a couple things are key in this one. And as you talked about, where's Greg Jennings going to be health-wise? Is he going to be available for this game? Maybe a game-time decision. Still practice yesterday. Once the play did work out a little bit for the coaches after practice. But they have to start fast. And they've got to gain some confidence. They've got to get Cedric Benson a little bit. They've got to be physical on offense and not so much finesse. John Madden talked about this yesterday. Teams take a good hard look at the success that the 49ers had against that offense. And so, they know that they're going to plan for some similar looks. They've got to do a better job attacking those two deep looks in the passing game as well as the running game. The way you take a team out of playing 2 deep coverage is by running the football, and they've got to be able to run the football. This I think is going to be important. It's a very physical team that's rolling in. And from the Chicago perspective, look, it's all about Jay Cutler taking care of the football. When they have lost to the Packers, they've turned it over.
Yeah, it's a great take, Rich. And I don't think the moment's going to be too big for Cutler. I don't think this is going to